Greetings everybody. Say I just did quite a few push-ups, and of course I feel, blood pumping in my upper body because I was wrapping off the push-ups. But I also feel like I've worked the bottoms of my feet. And that's because on every rep, right when I'm at the bottom and I'm pushing off, I am activating my feet, and it sends power up through the chain all the way out through my hands. And that's what this video is about. I'm going to show you how to use what I call your springboard feet to power your push-up. This will allow you to do more push-ups because every push-up will feel a little easier because you're activating your feet to help your upper body. Let's take a look. So if you're anything like me, you probably did push-ups most of your life without really activating your feet very much. What we're doing here is we're making our feet an active part of the push-up. So when I'm in the down position, and right when I go to push off with my hands, I am going to push the balls of my feet into the floor, and I kind of come up onto my toes a little bit. And on every rep, I power the push-up with my feet. Let's work at the timing first, and really it's just a game of just getting in a push-up position, okay? Go down, and if you can only do halfway, that's fine, or all the way, does not matter. And when you go to do the push-up, think of pressing your balls of your feet up onto your toes right prior to pressing with your arms. And you'll notice your feet are giving you more horsepower to do the push-up. So every push-up you do is a little easier because you've got your feet now part of the ball game. All right, so that's the timing. Work on that. The second part is if your feet aren't strong enough or your ankles aren't mobile enough, it's going to be hard to do that. So you can always be working on that. I'm going to give you an exercise to start strengthening the feet in this push-up position. And what it looks like is we just get in the push-up position, and we stay in the top position, and we just start moving off the balls of your feet onto your toes. Just do some reps like this. You'll strengthen your feet and get some ankle mobility. And it's basically balls of the feet to the toes. And you'll go back and forth just like this. Now going forward with this, what I suggest you do is for a week, do sets of 5, 10 push-ups. And if you can't do a full push-up, you only need to do halves, that's fine. But concentrate on each rep. You're down at the bottom. Initiate the movement with your feet. Go ahead and start this thing with the feet, and then your upper body catches on and it turns into a fluid moment. Ultimately, you want to time it so the feet and the upper body are at the same time. But because we're trying to concentrate and get this kind of force-feeding mechanism from the feet, go ahead and let that start the movement. So one thing I do, and I was doing it earlier today, is I get in the push-up position, I'm in the down position, I initiate from my feet, and I try to use as little upper body strength as possible to do the push-up. So I'm trying to use my feet as a primary driver. Now this takes a little inner awareness to turn off some of this upper body strength and just see how much, like in my mind, the percentage I was hitting earlier today, I thought maybe 40–50% of my foot action was powering the push-up. And the rest of it was my upper body. You're always going to need your upper body, of course. Okay, but let's try to challenge yourself to get more foot activation to power the push-up. Now understand, as you get better at using your feet to power your push-ups, you're making your body stronger in everything you do where you need to express power out of your hands. So if it's a punch, you're going to activate your feet and you'll have more juice on your punch. If you're a golfer and you're swinging a golf club, you activate your feet. If you're throwing a ball, same thing. Bruce Lee once said that the power from his famous 1-inch punch came from his big toe. And he's saying the same thing I am. He is activating the feet that energy is drawing up the fascial lines all the way up to the upper ring in the upper body and expressing out the hands. If you like the idea of activating your feet, strengthening your feet to power everything you do out of your hands, you take a look at my program, Fascia Strength and Power. I'll leave the link below. In that program, I have one of the principles of the program. It's a whole module called Springboard Feet, where I go a deep dive into different exercises and more insight on how to strengthen the feet so you actually activate the feet. That energy comes up to the glutes, activates the glutes, and powers the whole body. Again, I'll leave the link down below. That's all I have for you today. We'll see you on the next video.